Hi guys, and welcome to the Healeyverse, or welcome back if you've been here before. I'm Katie, and today I'm here to tell you all about how I made a thing, and I'm really happy with this thing. Okay, so Matt and I recently acquired a large amount of leather, and then we got some more, and then we got some more. We have a lot of leather now, and there was a specific piece that was this thinner, kind of warm brown color that I was like, dibs, I want that. I want to make stuff with that. I know exactly what I want to make. It's a bodice. Guys, I made a bodice. I made this bodice. And I'm about to show you how I made it. It was a lot of hand sewing, I'll tell you that, but guys, it came out so cool. So cool. Okay, anyway. We've said a couple of times we got leather. We got leather. And this is potentially the biggest piece we have.
Please say, I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
Yes.
Oh! Anyway, so today I'm gonna make stuff with it. And
I believe in you.
I'm almost sad to cut into it because it's such a big piece of leather. Like it goes, oh, to an icy cocoon. It's going to crystallize and turn into
butterfly.
Yes. No, but I am going to make stuff with this, and I'm really excited about it. So, like and subscribe, guys. We got leather.
Quick.
Ah. Okay, guys. So like I said, I've got my leather. And the first thing I'm making, if you've not already seen future me talking about it, it's a bodice. I'm making a bodice of leather for myself. It'll go with like any LARP costume, any Hobbit costume, and I'm really excited. Not only is this my first bodice because I've been too afraid to sew one, but also it's my first time making a big leather project. So now we need the template, and if you've seen other people make costumes like this, then you need saran wrap and tape, so. And a person to help, so I've got Matt. So, to start off, I had this leather, and I was like, right, I'm gonna make a bodice. I know, in theory, how to make a template of myself. So that's the first step. And oh my gosh, did it take so long. And obviously I needed Matt's help with it because I'm not wrapping myself in cling film and then duct tape. That wasn't happening. So he did all of that. And it was a very time-consuming process, but when it comes time to do one for him, you know I'm going to do it. So it's fine. You know, he gladly helped me with this project. We were really excited to do it, to get me working on leather a bit more. And so, yeah, so we made this ridiculous template, and then I picked which side I liked better. Now, we did template this off of one of my bodices that he'd already gotten me. And don't get me wrong, look at this. I love all the bodices he's picked for me. This one in particular, I really liked the shape, so that's what I was going for. And we used that to set the outline. Ta-da! What do you think of my new bodice? Okay. No, so now I need to cut myself out of it. I've made rough marks on where the boning is because instead of boning, I'm using stitching. So I'm doing panels. The plan is panels of leather stitched together at the boning lines. So it'll be a soft bodice, it won't be as rigid, but it should hopefully work. So I've got to cut myself out of it, finish the lines, actually might finish the lines first, and then cut myself out of it, and then cut out one half of it, of which I'm going to then cut the leather out front and back for both sides. Tell me that makes sense, because in my head it does. So, let's go. you can even like tape it together and it gives you like a dummy. I'm so happy with that. That's so cool. Is that what I look like? Right. And then I cut out the strips and I ended up with 6 strips. Ta-da! So what you didn't see was because my phone camera ran out of storage space. It filmed most of the cutting, none of the taping, which was fine because it was so annoying to get the curves in with the taping, but I did it, and you can see that it's like pretty heckin' on point. And I'm very pleased with this. Like, that's... I'm so excited. Okay, I've also labeled them. So this is the left side on me, on my left side. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I'm just gonna use this side flipped to make the right side. Make sense? Makes sense to me. I say that, if I put these this way on the wrong side of the leather, it'll actually be the right side. And then the other way will be the left side.
Yeah.
This brain, whatever. I know how they need to go together. I am dreading the sewing, but I'm so excited for how it's gonna come out.
So excited. We say so far too much. Guys,
and I said if I really like how it comes out, I might make another one in a different color of leather. So, but that might be a different video with like what I learned from this one, applying that to the next one kind of thing. So we'll see. I don't know. But now I take this apart after all that work and get to marking my leather. You can fit so many bodices in this bad boy.
Bag of holding?
I can make a bag. Not with this leather, it's too... Anyway, different video, guys, different video.
Different day.
Maybe. That
is what we're here
and then
for.
I just like, and it's done. It's not how it works, but it's fine. Once I had the template, the next step was to mark it twice, one way and the other way, onto my leather. And I specifically wanted to do it so it was the same, almost continual piece of leather. So I wanted to mark them all in order so that when I sewed them all together, it wouldn't look like totally different pieces of leather, because one thing about leather is it can end up being unique, and it can have like different textures and different patterns and little imperfections, and if I was going to have any of those, I wanted it to look like it was all from the same piece, so you know, it was. Got back my leather, it's all soft and fuzzy, and I'm going to like do like center and then kind of either side.
Just have a quick check on the back side, make sure where you're marking.
No, that's... I just want it to look more... kind of like it's... like I want it to look like it's all from the same piece of leather.
Yeah.
So, that's what I'm thinking. Let me eyeball it. Even if
I mean,
it's
you do
like
have the other
rough.
half to rough eyeball.
Then, I have to angle more.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. I think I'd like it to be pretty much. Obviously, I can snug them up a bit more as after they're, you know, like once one's marked, I can put the other one, and then it should. Yeah?
Hopefully.
That's what I'm thinking. That's the plan. That's the plan, guys. And then it should all just like and be on me. That's how.
dropping stuff.
So, make sure it's the right way up. And it's fine. That way.
The reason she's not running down the length is because of that sticker bit there. She doesn't want that on herself.
Come on now. Not soft. Not lovely. Okay, that should be roughly the angle. So then I would just scooch that one as far in as I can to mark it. Start marking it, yeah?
Custom designed by the kids.
For Mother's Day last year. Right. Marking.
We've sussed it. This is the way.
This is the way.
Now she only has to hold one bit down at a time, and she knows that the leather will stay where it's supposed to be.
I married the cleverest man.
I've been working with the leather. Like I say, I'm used to working with paper templates, so it's, there you go, look at that. And then you just... Sorted. Sorted. Here you go, Miss Leathercrafter.
I'm learning, guys. Let me just ignore that line because that's
That's just a silly line. Who put that there?
Okay, and then this one is, it'll be left 6. It will be 6 left. So we'll just do little tiny.
If only there was only 6 left.
6L with a.
You know, you can just like do things like that in pencil.
I did not know that now.
Enough to kind of see an imprint. And then you don't have the...
He's keeping leather secrets from me.
I'm not, you do things before I have a chance to go, hey, how about?
I had said I was gonna mark. Okay, it's fine. Next piece. And we won't go like fully butt up, but we'll do close because...
It's about perfect. I'm trying to action record.
It's such a big piece of leather, I'm having to like climb over it to work with it. Look at that.
And then
Just make sure. So I pulled that off that way. Yeah, that is the right way up. So that's 5L.
that's just it. There's only so many ways it can be.
I'm trying to make it dummy proof because...
Efficiency.
Yes, right. So I'm gonna now go do all the rest of those. I'll see you after. Guys, look! That's so cool. I'm so excited about this. This looks like it's gonna be something cool.
And as Katie just pointed out, on a live stream yesterday, she fixed a sewing machine, especially to be used as a weight to hold this down.
Oh.
To hold
no.
tape, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's not a weight. It's not on this. That's
the actual weight is for holding this down.
This is a tape holder.
There we go.
I fixed my sewing machine, guys.
She fixed the tape holder, guys.
Yes. But look at it! Now I just have to cut it out. Oh no. I have to cut it out. That's fine.
The offer is there if you need it. But I understand the
Matt has
desire
offered.
to... There's a weird pull that you get to feel like you need to do things like this yourself, so I do understand. But I am also here if you need it.
We'll see how I'm feeling when I get here. Because, you know, that bit could be like, woo! And this bit could be, I could cry. So, but like, it's on there.
It is on.
And it's, yeah, so like that's that one, and then that's that one, and that one, that one.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so I'm really excited, I'm really nervous, and I'm dreading punching and sewing. But it's gonna look so cool, I can picture it.
There you go, it is punched.
Anyway guys, on to cutting, so see See there? So once I painstakingly marked it all out, the next step was cutting, and I didn't even do all of the cutting. My amazing husband offered to cut the bulk of the leather off for me, because mind you, this is a full piece of leather. As you've seen, it's big. It's not like a little scrap of leather like we've been working with. It's a massive hide of leather. So Matt did that initial cut to separate my marked pieces from the rest. And then I had the job of going in between every single one and then across the top. And it did make it really satisfying when I finally went across the top and the pieces just came apart as pieces of leather. And if I thought that was bad and my hand was hurting from that, I then needed to sew it all together by hand, which meant I needed to punch it. Hi, it's me again. So what I've done, and you would have seen it previously, I've marked essentially my punch line on all of the pieces. And now I'm lining these up and I'm making sure they have the exact same number of holes on either side, all the way down. And then I'm gonna sew this together, and then I'm gonna do the next one. Next one, I'm just gonna build it out from there. That's my plan. I'm not showing you all the punching because it's ridiculous how much I have to do, and also my phone camera, which is what's best for this tripod, has no storage space.
So she's been stealing mine.
I have, and I don't want to steal too much because he is also doing projects. So I'm gonna punch all of these out and just, along the line, give it a whack. I don't think that actually went through. I'm weak. That's it. That's what my next lifetime is going to be doing. Just more.
Yes.
So.
More than so.
Yes. So you'll see me again when I'm getting ready to sew it together. After I've done this.
How you getting?
So I've punched this all out, and now I'm getting ready to sew it. And I'm just play testing how much thread I'm gonna need. Does that feel like enough? Because obviously it's not just the length. It's gotta go across.
I'd maybe give yourself, I don't know, an extra 6 inches or something just to make sure.
Yeah.
Rather have too much than not enough.
Okay. So this one I'm gonna do the 2 needle method because I'm doing cross stitch, and I want it to alternate which one's on top. So it's gonna be a little bit more time consuming, but then the others I'm gonna have going away. So it'll be symmetrical, I think. That's my goal. This is what I'm trying to do. And then that's gonna go all the way down. I'm a patient person. I'm so not a patient.
I don't know if this can hear you.
I'm not a patient person at all. Ta-da! That's 2 X's. I'm gonna be here for so long. So why don't you come check on me later? Both with the sewing and my mental well-being. Oh, okay, just the sewing. Okay. Wish me luck. One thing I didn't film a lot of was the punching and the sewing because it is so repetitive. Essentially, the process I followed was I punched the center, I sewed the center, and then I went one side, the other side, one side, the other side, and I just went back and forth adding a segment at a time, either side, and trimming it down because I don't know what happened, honestly, with the pattern, but they just ended up slightly skewed. But it's fine because I left enough room around my sewing holes for trimming. And so I trimmed it up, and it worked. Quite happy with how it trimmed up. Hey guys, it's been an absolutely insane day. I am so happy with the progress that I've made today. So I'm going to give you an update, show you where I'm at right now, and then I'll see how much I get done tonight. Then I won't really film because I'm settling into, you know, watch Critical Role. And so, but this is what I have together so far. I'm working on attaching the next piece. I have the other side all punched out and ready to attach. So I'm going to see and get as much of this done as I can. Obviously working on this and then working on that, and just trying to make sure the edges butt up to each other really, really nicely. So that's where I'm at. I've got, you know, my pile of other pieces there, pile of other pieces there. I'm hoping to get the front done tonight, depending on how late I stay up, or tomorrow if not, but I'm really excited about this project, honestly. See you tomorrow. Hi guys, it's me. It's been 2 days since the last day that I filmed for this. Yesterday was a long day. I did get some sewing done, so like we're getting there. This tiny bit is what I've done so far today. So like it is progressing. But yesterday I ended up, after work, I ran a D&D one-shot for the NPC's Training Dummies gang. And that was really fun, but it ran really late. And then today I woke up with a bout of vertigo. It's great. I have BPPV. It's benign paroxysmal positional vertigo. It comes randomly. Every handful of months or so I'll get a day where I just, and generally it's if I turn my head to the right. It is clearing up. It does clear up typically within a day, if not less than that. So yeah, I'm showing, I'm working on it. We're making progress. There are some places where it doesn't quite line up, like there and there. But I also had that with some of the other ones, and so I'm just going to trim it to fit, because leather is forgiving in that way. As long as there's room outside of the stitching, you can just trim it to be the shape you want. So that will be getting trimmed, but not until after that one's attached, and I can try and make them something like symmetrical. So that's where I'm at. It's a lot of punching, a lot of sewing, but I have almost like the whole front bit of it done, you can see. So we're getting there. You might see some more punching and sewing if I feel up to filming it. But it is very repetitive. It is just the cross stitch, the punching, the cross stitch, the punching, and it is slowly finishing. We're getting there. We're like almost halfway for the amount of pieces. So that's exciting. And then I have to get rivets. I don't have the right rivets. The metal rings, the lacing's gonna, anyway. Back to it. The other thing that happened is when I got to the very end, bear in mind, this was several days of almost, not non-stop sewing, it's like I worked and I fed myself and I, did other things, but I sewed a lot. Anytime I was free, like in the evenings, watching One Piece, I was sewing. Hanging out with John from Training Dummies and NPCs, I was sewing. And it just started coming together. Guys, check this out. Look at that. Okay, so I keep running into this where it just isn't meeting up. This one didn't meet up to this one, this one didn't meet up to this one. So I'm actually going to trim it on both sides to match and kind of just smooth that taper. So I'm going to do that now, and you don't, I'll show you when it's done. Okay, I've shaped it, and I'm actually like really happy with it. So now it just kind of, look at that. Same with the top. just have 2 more pieces each side to add. When I got to panel number 5 on either side, so 9 and 10 actually, I realized I didn't have room to add the 6th panel. So, you know, I still have these. I didn't add the 6th panel on because if I did, it wasn't going to actually pull closed. It was gonna meet. I'm not sure how I did that because I didn't even cut it down the middle. I cut it 1 panel off from center. Yeah, I'm still baffled at how I swung that, but you know what? Who needs them? Because it turned out great. It's put together now. So there was supposed to be an additional piece, but when I actually take it and put it on myself, if I put a piece on either side, there's no room for the lacing. Therefore, it's together. We got these special, they're big ones. So they're gonna go all along there and there. And then I'm using that ribbon. And it's gonna have like a pop of color in the back. I'm really excited. So pretty. So like, I'm really excited, guys. I did so much sewing yesterday. I do still have to do some trimming. As you can see, these don't actually line up. So I will be trimming them to line up and match. But it is a little silly that it's this one that's too big on this one and that one's too big. But I left extra room so I can make them work. We're doing this. So Mac's gonna help me with punching the holes and doing the rivets because he has experience. Look at that. Punched. Then I decide if I want to do straps or not. I'm leaning to not with this one, but we will see how it wears. I can always add that after the fact. So I'm not worried about that. But yeah, let's get trimming and punching and stuff. The last step, once I did have it all sewn together, the very last step, which we had to wait for because I had to order big enough eyelets with the like manual puncher and the setter to be able to do the size ribbon I wanted. I didn't want to do small. Given it's leather, I didn't really want the fine ribbons that I've got on my like fabric corsets. I might change this if I do another one in future. Guys, spoiler, I'm gonna do another one in the future. At least, if not more. But I wanted big ones with the leather because I thought it would look kind of cool. So we got the special eyelets, which were 14 millimeters, I think is the size I went for. And this is when Matt stepped in. He had offered to help with like punching, but I kind of firmed it. I did it myself. I managed, but I did ask him to punch out the leather because I didn't see myself doing that well. And then he set the rivets for me as well. So that bit, you know, was done for me. It was nothing. And then I laced it up. That goes over and there, and then you tie these together once you're sure you have enough. And then these are what actually gets tied and cinches it. So that way it pulls to the center instead of like pulling at the bottom. And now I have to juggle this and all of this and try and put it on and make sure I can get it on with the excess and then still tighten. This is a design specifically so that a person can put it on themselves and cinch it without help. I kind of messed it up a tiny bit with the lacing because I probably should have done an even amount of eyelets. I did 5 either side, which admittedly, that was all we had of the same color of the bigger eyelets. So I couldn't, unless I wanted to mix and match, which I didn't, I couldn't have done more than 5 on either side, but I think next time I would do slightly smaller, maybe smaller ribbon, I'm also not sold on this color of ribbon. I might change it. I might do black. I might do green. I think I have a deep green, but that's changeable. That's easy to do. I've got the length of ribbon I need. It's just a matter of relacing it. But yeah, next time I would do an even amount of rivets on the sides because it laces better, and I think it joins it a bit better. But other than that, I mean, it's like, this thing rocks. So now you're gonna see me wearing it.
She's de-twisting.
I'm de-twisting before I tie my knot. Then put your ends together, just tie a knot, just to attach them, like that. That won't pull out, and then pull it back to here.
Get all the twists.
Huh?
And get all the twists.
Well, no, as long as the thing itself is not twisted. And then that's where you tie it. So then this would be when you cinch it, tie it, and then you can do your little bow, obviously behind you. And then that just looks really cute. But it'll be on me. Now I'm gonna do it. Let's be honest. But there's plenty for me to be able to put it on. Alright. How's that look?
Yeah? Yeah?
Blue on blue.
Yeah, blue and blue. That's fine.
And ta-da! Like, I made this, guys.
You did.
This looks so cool. And it can be as tight or as loose as I want. I can go over things. It counts as armor. This would defend against a cat.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, there it is. Templated, cut, sewn, laced, eyeletted, all the things. Isn't that cool? It's like it is fit to my body, and it's so cool. And what's funny is, at the time of making this, I was thinking, you know, I could use it for LARPs, I can use it for like my Hobbit wardrobe, which I'm constantly growing. I literally only got this today as a birthday present. You can't see it. I'm wearing a skirt. I got that yesterday as a birthday present. Like, the Hobbit wardrobe is expanding. Hello. But at the time of making this, I didn't have a specific event that I was like, I'm gonna wear it to that. Because we didn't know what we were doing this year as far as events go. We didn't know what we could afford, what we could schedule in. But then, if you've seen our most recent short form video, you already know that we're going to the Brandywine Festival here in the UK. If you've not seen that video, now you know too. So I am 100% going to be wearing this as a Hobbit in the Shire at the Brandywine Festival, and I am so excited. This was my first really big project with leather. It will not be my last, but I learned a lot from it, and I'm really excited to do more. And I've also realized that I really enjoy having something small to just work on in the evenings. So catch me doing big hand sewing projects in the future, just so that I can have things to do. If you've made it this far in the video, B-roll? There might be B-roll. If you have made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. This has been a bit chaotic because it's been a while since I've sat down, not only to talk about making something, but also to have made something. I'm really excited about it. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I am excited to try more things in the future. Bodices, bags, my sewing machine is functioning now, so there's gonna be more things coming up. We're gonna be doing a lot of Hobbit content. So, one, if you did like this video, you should definitely go down and hit like. And if you want to see more Hobbit content that we're gonna have coming up, you should probably also like subscribe and turn on notifications, because our posting schedule is non-existent, but we're trying to get back to some kind of normal. Like we said in our short form video, we've had birthdays like crazy and school holidays, and we've just been insanely busy. And it's not that we've not been doing things. I made this, yes, and making things for birthdays. So we've been doing things, we've been making stuff. It's just been not so much sitting down and talking about making it. But I've done that now. Hello, look, I did it. You should give me a like just for that, because this took a lot of work, and this potentially felt like more work. But anyway, if you're interested in some of our other videos, we have tons of creations. We about a year ago, we did a whole bunch of other like Hobbit themed videos where Matt made a couple of things, I made a few things, I modified some things. So we've got more stuff like that coming up. And if you want to support us with getting materials to make things and support us on our crafting adventures, we do have a Patreon. Shout out to our first artisan tier patron, Nick Naga. Thank you for sticking around. We appreciate you here. So if you want to join Nick and support us through our Patreon, it will be linked in the description. If that's not something you're into, that's fine. A like absolutely helps. Leave it in the comments what you'd like us to do next, because I've got so many ideas. I honestly don't know which one to start with. Help. But I'm sure I will be getting on with stuff very soon, and I'm also sure you'll be seeing Matt here. Someday when the peacocks are done. We have some other channels. They're linked down below if you want to check them out. We do more than just this. This is chaos. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Who knows what that could be? It's gonna be Hobbit stuff, probably, okay, but like, what Hobbit stuff? I don't know. Do you? Probably not. More peacocks. What? The peacock doesn't know either.
Gonna do it again?
I don't know. Oh, I look so dinky on the camera. Oh, okay. It's been a hot minute. Big ol' period of time. It was a lot of him. Forgot about that. And so he did that initial cut to separate hanging out with my husband's cousin, John. It's John. I did kind of mess it up a ton. Maybe today.
Hey, look at that shelf that you don't get to see often.
There's so much.
No, the top one.
Oh, yes. There's also so much on that.
That's what I mean. That's the one they don't get to see often.
Yeah.
That's the Lord of the Rings shelf. That's Katie's personal shelf, that we put up for all of her Lord of the Rings stuff.
It was supposed to be both of them. It was supposed to be Lord of the Rings wall, but then...
It's incredibly close in. I've zoomed it in for the show.
Hello. It's supposed to be both of them, but we've added other things for filming because, you know.
Well, that was it. Initially, that one, they both went up as Lord of the Rings shelves, and then we decided this was filming wall, so it just became the display shelf.
Nerd stuff.
With many Lord of the Rings things on it.
Nerd.
Hey, look at those van braces.
Ooh,
They're
who
pretty
made
cool.
those?
It was me.
Yes. Right. Let's go.
And also the giant hammer beater. Another day.
You're so distracted.
Well, I caught it in the top corner. I was like, hey, that's a shelf that's never really on camera.
This was my first big project with leather. It will not be my last. Was that words? I forgot how to wrap up a video. So, but to have... Bless you. If you can't manage that, that's totally fine. Likes, help, leave us in the comments. I can't talk. But. Right, I'm gonna go now. This has been longer than it should have been. Longer than it needed to be. Have you liked and subscribed? Please? Close.